Okay, this video will cover custom fitting. Okay, I picked five different fitting. Okay, and these fittings can only built by a custom, so not like the regular one. And the first one is like the cabinot, so it calls the Lincoln. Okay, so this and followed by a screw. Okay, so this the regular screw, and this one is a bloom expansion pin, and also this also bloom system 32 uh, connectors. The last one is this is a conceal bracket. Okay, so this start our program, and this open the admin console. Okay, let's close it, and we open the fitting setup. Okay, so the third one is the custom. So we already covered structures, hinge, and slider in our previous video. So today we will only cover a custom fitting. Okay, in the custom fitting, there is a new diagram. Okay, so this diagram will guide you to build your own fitting. Okay, so let's just start building a new fitting from scratch. Okay, just like a regular one. So when you click the plus sign, okay, so you can change the name of the new, so you can build your own fitting. Like the I call is like a ABC. Okay, and you can change the code. Okay, so I say okay, this is gonna be the 1, 2, 3. Okay, and there not much parameter here, so that the only parameter you can set up just like the colors of the fitting, so you're gonna to show in your design part, and also the transparency. What's the percentage of the transparency? And in the hole, so this is when you click the plus sign. So this is the different kinds of the hole we provide currently. And the most frequent use we're gonna be the circular hole and also the square one. And we also provide like a domino, like the through grooving U shape. And today we will only cover the first two, circular hole and the square hole. So if you start with a circular hole, you can put a name for the hole. So just for your own reference. And the hole type, because right now it's a circular hole. And here is the diagram. So you can see, okay, so these are three different lines. The red represented to the x-axis. Okay, the yellow one is the y-axis, and Z is the black one. And here is the orientation, so that when I click, okay, so these are three axes, and also each axis you have a forward negative, or you can say the positive and negative. Okay, what does it mean? So let's say, okay, for this one is a red line, so is represented to the x-axis. For this direction, it is a positive or forward, and this direction, so this will be the negative. And this is a two panel. This one is represented to the horizontal, so just like a top shape, bottom shape, and big shape, something like that. And the vertical one is a kind of like a side panel. Okay, so if I want to drill a hole, okay, in at the top or bottom shape, okay, from this from the surface, okay, and in this direction, and because that for this diagram. Okay, our origin is then the center of this panel. Okay, so if you want to drill a hole from the top. Okay, so that they say, okay, this is my diameter. Okay, so you can decide your own diameter. Okay, and because this is a circular, so you don't need to set up the length and the width. Only the need to set up the diameter and also the depth. And regarding if you want to drill a hole from the top, okay, and then the Z is gonna be the H divided by 2 because the H representing the thickness of the panel. Okay, so H divided by 2. This means that the starting point will be in the top from here. Okay, so if I say, okay, this is the diameter is 10, okay, then depth is 9, okay, and because I say, okay, this is H is divided by 2, okay, and for the Y and the X and the Y, for example, if I want to move this hole of for this direction, okay, then I can say my X say, okay, let's say like 10 millimeters. Okay, so it will move toward the X direction. Okay, so this is the way with like a X, Y, Z. Okay, so you can set up a value or you can using the attribute. Okay, and quite frequently we're using is really the H. Okay, so this is they will read the panel thickness. So it's like 18 or 16 millimeters. Okay, so then this is a this is how you set up. Okay, and when we cover the other different kinds of the fitting, then we will talk more about the how to use in the X Y Z. Okay, and this checkbox is for the through hole. Okay, so you want to like drill a through hole, you need to just check, and there will be a through hole. But just remember, if you check the through hole, okay, and the depth, it must be equal or greater than the thickness of the panel. And the easiest way when you because you don't know it because probably the user will change the thickness of the panel. So the easiest way just make the your depth you can set up okay it's not 9 say it's H. Okay, and you also check the through hole. Okay, so when the user they change the thickness of the panel, okay, and they always make the through hole. Okay, so this is how you do the setup. Okay, then let's get some example. So I already done something here. So the first one is the Lincoln. Okay, so for the Lincoln, let's check my PowerPoint. Okay, so there will be three. This is a 18 millimeter. Okay, and the depth is 13.5. Okay, and so this the center is from the edge is 6, 20, and 34. Okay, so you can see it. Okay, so this is the 18 diameters, 18 millimeters. Okay, this is my depth, 13.5. Okay, and from the edge. Okay, so it's the 6, 20, and 34. So this is from the x-axis. And because I want to treat the hole from the surface, so my z will be h divided by 2. Okay, so this three hole will be this one, and I need to treat another hole to the my side panel. Okay, and I just pick this one. So it's a 10. The diameter is 10. Okay, the depth is the 11. Okay, so my fourth floor hole is a 10. Okay, the depth is 11. Okay, and for the orientation, because these three, okay, there will be should be z-axis the negative. Okay, so this is the z. Okay, because I'm three the downwards, so it should be the negative. And for the first one, it is I drill the hole in my side panel. So this is the x negative. Okay, so this is the x. So I am drilling the hole from this side to here. Okay, so and we also have a arrow, so you can see. Okay, this is the hole is at the side panel. So this is the direction. And for these three 18 millimeter, so this is the directions like that. Okay, and for the uh, so this is the for the camera, and I also set up the color to the brown. Okay, so this is the first one. You need to set up the fitting here, and followed by the next one is a screw. And for the screw, this is easy because for the screw, usually we will only drill the hole on the side panel. Okay, so that there's no hole in the top or bottom shaft. So just drill a hole in the side panel. And for here, okay, for X, okay, I want to do this direction because they will be because for the side panel they will drill a hole from the outside, not the inside. So I say okay, so forward, so front, so it should be this direction. And the depth is H. Okay, I say okay, this is also a through hole. And another thing is that for the X, okay, I put a variable here, so minus H. Okay, so this means that regardless the thickness of this side panel, they will always drill a hole from this side to that direction. Okay, and it will be always a through hole. And I set up this to red color. So this is my screw. Okay, and the diameter is 4 millimeters. Because like this one. Okay, so this is also a Hefler 4 millimeter. Okay. Then next one is a bloom expansion pin. Okay, so there will be two hole. Okay, and so the big one 25 millimeter. You need to drill a hole in the side panel. Okay, and for the pin, there will be a horizontal hole in the top or bottom shape. Okay, so that will be this one. Okay, so this also this is a two circular hole. The first one in the side panel is a 25. The diameter is 25. Depth is 12. And for the Z, okay, because this one, okay, so this is X and negative. Okay, this is X axis. I'm drill hole from that direction. So it should be the X and negative. Okay, and for the H, okay, this I say minus H divided by 2 plus 9 and plus 7. This is according to this formula. Okay, and another one is a horizontal hole drill at the top or bottom shaft. So the diameter is 8. Okay, it is 25, and this should be X forward. Okay, so this means that from this from here to this direction. so the orientations got be X forward. Okay, and also H divided by 2 minus 7.4. Okay, so this is according to the, okay, 7.4. So this is according to this diagram. Okay, so this the third one, the second one. Okay, and this one is system 32. Okay, and how we gonna do the trading? Because this one will be a little bit different. Because for this one, there's a two separate part. Okay, and each part with a different part numbers. Okay, so this the housing and the connectors, 32 connector, they have a different product code. Okay, so for this one, there will be also a difference. So first I build in the housing. Okay, then I put the code according to Bloom the catalog. And regarding the connectors, okay, so I using the accessory. Okay, so this is my connectors. Okay, and this is a Bloom. This is a Bloom. This is my Bloom according to Bloom catalog. Okay, how can I do it? So you need to add uh, another part. So just remember all these accessory, they will be in the general accessory warehouse directory. Okay, so I already add in the AiHouse structural hardware. So you need to add this accessory. So I already add here. So then I can pick this one. Okay, so this means that I already have this one. So this is one product code. Okay, and for the connectors, I put that in the accessory so that in my quotation that you will see the two product code. So just like this one. Okay, so there will be two separate product code. Okay, so if we have a connector have a more than one different product code, so you need to purchase the separately. And this is the way that you set up everything from here. Okay, and so just for the second, the third one, okay, you just need the 8 in the accessory tab. And the next one is a concealed bracket. And this one is a little bit different compared to previous one because this one I'm not just using the circular hole, I also using the square hole because for this one, okay, so you can see, okay, so this is the rig, this is the circular hole, but for this bracket, we will need another, there will be a square hole to hold this bracket. Okay, so for this one, okay, so this is my two circular hole for these two screw. Okay, it's a five. Okay, the depth is 30, and because these two, okay, in the y-axis, okay, the distance is 30. So I put the first one is 15, and the second one is minus 15. So the distance between these two, it will be 30. Okay, and because I drill the holes from this direction, this is a horizontal hole for the top shelf or bottom shelf. So it should be for the axis, it will be forward positive. And the third one is a square hole. Okay, so according to the specification, I pick this one. So it's a 42 and it's a 10. So I make a square hole is 11, so I just make the 1 millimeter bigger than the for the 10. So it's 11 and 42. The depth is 9. Okay, and also it's X forward. Okay, so this is the my square hole. And the last one is you need to drill a hole at the side panel. Okay, so this one is X negative. 5 millimeter is the diameter, 13 is the depth. And for this one, because I do this one for the for the horizontal, and this is a vertical. So for the Z, okay, I just leave it as a 0. So this is in the center. So this time I'm not from the surface, from top down. So it's really from the center. So I keep the Z as a 0. Okay. So this I set up is 5 different fitting. And when you're done with the fitting setup, the second one is for the drilling. Okay, so again, it's everyone. So like the first one, this like the cabinal. Okay, so you can set up. Okay, so what you want to do, fitting with the different size of the panel. Okay, so for like from a small one from 50 up to like 650. Okay, I just need two. So you can just decide okay what you want. Okay, and also that your drilling direction is a tool front or your tool back, or just like I mentioned before. If you set up, you can either like a tool front, okay, and you can also tool back. Okay, so this is three choices: tool front and tool back. Okay, and but if you say okay, you want a tool front and back, so this means the center, and this is the 32. So the distance between these two fitting, okay, this should be the multiple by 32 or not. Okay, and this is the first hole and the last hole, so it's related to the your drilling direction. And usually, that when you want to set up this table, I think that you can just pick some fitting trading pattern is similar to the new one. You just make a copy. So usually the new custom fitting, actually I'm just a copy from the minifix 12. So you just click here, okay, and you just make a copy. And when you copy, okay, then they will keep all these parameters. Okay, just that they will make a table exactly just like this one. And then only thing you need to do, you just select the new fitting. So this means that if I copy a mini 12, okay, and I want to make my Lincoln, my cabinal, so I just make a copy. Okay, if I keep everything just like a drilling direction and the whole distance, everything I keep just exactly just like a mini fix. Okay, the only thing I need to do just like click here, okay, and just select your own your okay, you just select you just select that your new fitting. For example, if this right now is the minifix 12. Okay, so you just select your own fitting, your new fitting. Okay, so this is the easiest way. Yeah, you can either like create everything from scratch or just copy something that similar to what you need and just make a small modification. So this is my mini fix. Okay, so this is my terminal. Okay, and also my screw broom conceal bracket. And for the screw, okay, I add in a wood dowel. Because for the screw, so if for like the a bigger size of the panel and all these screws, so probably you have a difficult to really to align the top shelf with and the side panel. So I uh, not just the screw, I for the bigger part, okay, from the 350, okay, I add the wooden dowel. Okay, how can I do it? So again, also like using uh, this button. Okay, so you can see. Okay, this is my screw. Okay, but this another a sign here. So this means that this is something underneath the screw, underneath this fitting. So if I click this one, then you will see that there's another fitting underneath. Okay, so you can see this is a wood dowel underneath. Okay, then how can you do it? If you click here, so this means there will add another fitting. But if you want to add in another fitting underneath this one, you just click here. So you say, okay, here in the screw, I want to add in another fitting. So you just press this one, okay, and they would they give you another choices. So just switch the fitting. Uh, okay, so you can wooden down or what kinds of fitting you need. Okay, okay, so I don't need. So as long as you complete this setup, and you can also in the okay, you can in the view you can see it. Okay, so this the okay, so this red down means the screw. Okay, this is the down. Okay, and because I when I add the tower, okay, one is 32, and the other one is negative 32. So I can make sure this tower they are in the okay in the center. Okay, so this you can just add another fitting underneath the fitting or when it's necessary. Okay, so this is the balloon. Okay, and this is the balloon assistant 32. Okay, and because this custom fitting they are different, so that when you just apply this fitting to the panel, okay, so the when you're using like a different dimension and also you need something else, so it's not necessarily should be the same. Yeah, you can just modify according to your necessary. Okay, and when you're done with the drilling, okay, then you need to set up the panel. Okay, so this means the panels. This means this fitting. Okay, they will apply to what kind of a panel. Okay, so if I buy my my fitting when you set up the drilling, okay, then what kinds of the panel I want to apply, and you can see I talk about like I added five total layout five different custom fitting. But here you can only see, okay, this is my previous, this is the Hefler. Okay, I just put another two like a Lincoln, okay, so Camino and the Bloom connectors. Okay, I didn't put all of those five. Okay, then I will show you later that why I do that. Okay, because if something that you just you want that user they can during the design they can modify themselves, so you don't need to really everything you don't really set up in the panel. But first tool is the compulsory, so fitting and the trading. So without a proper setting, you cannot really use it, but not for the panel. So if you didn't set up the panel and the user they can switch in the design. So you don't need to do the setup in the enemy console. Okay, and the last one is the template because I already have a three here. So in the template, okay, so in for the designers, okay, so you see it. Okay, so I have a three choice for the designers. Okay, so this is because that in the panel I have already have a three. Okay, so this is a basic the setup in the enemy console. Okay, so this close it. Okay, let's back to the design part and see how we're gonna do apply this the fitting we just set up. Okay, so this is my base unit for the kitchen. Okay, so then I right click. Okay, in the place order fitting installation. And for the designer, because so right now we only care about the structures. So see, okay, they are four. Okay, the heifer. Okay, this is the fitting we been set up with the using the regular features and the terminal and the broom connector. I'm using the custom feature to do the setup. Okay, so the right now I switch it to this one. Okay, then I say confirm. Okay, and you can see. Okay, this is my rail for the kitchen cabinet. Okay, so here they are still using a mini fix, but only the bottom shape. Okay, so this means that when you set up the fitting, and this is because in the panel, or I only set up like the big part. I was using I'm gonna using the camino. So let me open the door. Okay, so here this is the camino. Okay, and because when you set up all the fitting, and you want to see, okay, if if my setup is correct or not. Okay, then you probably need to like a technical drawing to verify. Okay, and how can I see it? Then the way is you just using the shortcut, type the B. Okay, so you can see, okay, the toolbar is different. So right now I am in the component mode. Then so I can pick. Okay, so this is my button shape. Okay, then you right click in the production system. There is a drawing. Okay, and before you first time before you start the drawing, okay, you need to also set up like the back, like the grouping and also the edge banding. So I just using the by default. So you can see it. Okay, so this is my terminal. The three hole. Okay, so you can see. Okay, so this the 12 18 millimeter 13.5 uh, hole. Okay, so this is the very quick that you are able to see it. Okay, so you set up is correct or not. Okay, and for the side panel as well, you can see in the drawing. Okay, so you can see. Okay, so this my vertical threading for the cabinet. Okay, so this is a 210 times 11. Okay, and if I don't want the terminal, so I can really just switch to another fitting. So I right click using my panel hardware installation. Okay, so you see this is my cabinet. You can adjust the, okay, so this is the edge number one and number three, number one and number three. So you can just switch, say, okay, for the number one, I don't want the cabinet, I want to change another one. Or if you click here, okay, and I just, so if we click here, then you can change another fitting for the hole. So if I say, okay, I don't want the cabinet, I want to do a screw. Okay, I say confirm, apply. Okay, so it's already make these three. They are uh, they became the screw, and because this is a big panel, so I add four. I add two tower in each side. Okay, and because this this screw I only do in the side panel, so just when I click the side panel, okay, let me rotate it a bit. Okay, so this is my side panel. Okay, let me see the drawing. Okay, so from here, okay, so that you can see this trading is from the other side. Okay, so it say there's a three through hole. Okay, there's a three through hole 4 times 16.1. But if I change the cabinet, so let me click the escape. So I'm back to my cabinet mode. Okay, so I select the whole cabinet. Okay, then I change my thickness from 16 to 18. Okay, and the easy way is just remove all the fitting. Okay, then I apply the fitting again. Okay, and okay, there, and let me open the doors. Okay, so I go press the B for the component mode. Okay, so I just select my button shape, right click. Okay, I just want to change this one. So again, I click here. Okay, so I switch to screw, confirm, apply. Okay, then I can go to my drawing. Okay, confirm the edge bending and the grooving for the back panel. Okay, and see the other side. Okay, so the through hole, but the depth so became 18.1 because when I set up my depth is equal to h, so I didn't set up a fixed value, so I set up to the h. So this means that when when I change the thickness of the panel, okay, the depth of the through hole they will change accordingly. Okay, so this okay, so this is my my so this is the through hole. Okay, and so this means that when you let me just remove all the fitting. Okay, so if I do the installation, because that I only add node 3 in my template. Okay, so if you want to let the designers, okay, that the user they are able to change the different fitting, you need to set up the to complete. So you need to set up fitting, you need to drilling, the panel, okay, and also the template. Because my they are two fitting I didn't set up here, so that you want to switch a different fitting, then you can only just you need to manually. For example, like if I just let me just apply the fitting again. Just this time I switch to the broom connectors again because this is a small rail, so I just keep the I just keep this is a mini fix. Okay, and but for the my shape and also the bottom shapes, then we switch to the broom connectors. Okay, and if I want to change the different, okay, so I can here, okay, and for example, I want to switch to the conceal bracket. Okay, and let me apply. Okay, and let me open the door. Okay, and my button shape. Okay, I want also switch to conceal bracket. Okay, and let's see. Okay, how this looks like. So this open the drawing. Okay, so we have a little problem here because this in the back. Okay, so this is the group for the this is a group for the back panel. Okay, and this my concealed graded. So it's too close to the group, so it might be not a good idea. Okay, so I want to make the adjustment real quick. So just let me start the mid console again. Okay, let me close it. Oh, let me start the fitting setup. Okay, so for the in the custom for the conceal bracket, okay, this is nothing wrong here. Okay, the setup is really according to the fitting itself. The only thing that I need to make a modification is for the 3D. Okay, so this is my conceal bracket. Okay, and because for the bigger one, okay, and there will be have a group for the back panel, so that I will make sure that it's not too close to my grouping, so that for here, okay, I want to say, okay, the direction I want to a back. Okay, and because this is the back, okay, so the my last hole, okay, 50 is not okay, it's not enough, so I want to set up to 80. Okay, then I save it. Oh, sorry, to well, it's not, okay, 80. Okay, okay, so I just changed this one. Okay, just I just want to let's see how it's gonna be different. Okay, let's close it. 10. Okay, and okay, just type a B. Okay, still go to the panel, right click. Okay, and because I already changed the bracket setup, so then I need to select again and just apply it again. So they will just read the new parameters. Confirm, apply. Okay, my button shape, production system to the drawing. Okay, so you can see, okay, it's already moved further. Okay, so then will be safe. So this the back panel groupings they won't be affect to my conceal bracket. Okay, so we probably cover everything regarding the custom fitting. Okay, so that I just make a different kind so you can really complete all setup so the user they can really select from here, or you just add this fitting and they can just modify according to the different type of the panel. Okay, so that you can do the either way. Thank you.